Hi guys, it's Sylvain. I am in Pattaya, or actually in Jomtien, which is a city very close to Pattaya, Jomtien Beach right now, as you can see. So I'm in holidays here, and I take the opportunity to have a look of the property market. I'm doing that each time I go on holidays. Instead of renting hotels, I rent condominium on Airbnb. And then, so it's a trick that I give in the online course, you can check the description, in order to discover the property market of a city. So if you do that, each time you go on holidays, you rent a condominium and you don't rent the same condominium each time. Like for example, if you stay 2 weeks, you can even rent 3 condominium. Yeah, I stay, it's my day number 6 and I already rented 2 condominium. So if you do that, you're gonna know very well the property market of your city. You will know each condominium and you will be able to feel better the market. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the condominium that I'm renting right now. And the goal gonna be to know if this condominium is a good deal, if we're gonna earn money if we buy in this condominium. And also, so I can tell you it's not a good deal and people who bought there lost a lot of money. The other goal of this video is to know how we could knew that 10 years ago, because this condominium has been built in 2015, so 10 years ago. So we're gonna see if we had clues already 10 years ago to say this condominium was not a good deal and how we can discover that 10 years ago. Then you will not do the same mistake. So I will show you the condominium. If I'm in the beach right now, it's because it's a good point to show you the condo and also to explain you why it wasn't a good deal to buy there. So it's this condominium. There are 2 towers. So I'm not gonna tell you the name of the condo because it's not the point. The point is to explain you how you can know it's not a good deal and then you can apply this strategy to whatever condominium. So have 2 towers. Each tower has about 800 apartments. And here in the beach, we can see already so many buildings. So have one building, 1 or 2 buildings there, another one there. This is the condominium we're gonna talk about in this video. Here we can see 2 huge condominium, probably 800 or 1,000 apartments each tower. Here a huge building, and here it's a building under construction. And then in the other side, still huge building, very huge building again. Yeah. So we have building everywhere, and that's the problem. That's why this condo is not a good deal. It's because the owner will never have the power in the negotiation. There is too many buildings compared to the city. So let's have a look at the streets. You can see the street. It's kind of quiet. There is not much things. There is not many people in the streets. Right now it's about 6 p.m. or maybe 6:30. There is no shop. Not many people walking. So it's kind of calm. It's not like the walking street of Pattaya, for example. Kind of calm, but we have, I can count about 10,000 apartments that I can see right now, because there is about 13 buildings that I can see. And I calculate an average of, for example, 800 apartments in each building. So it's 10,000 apartments, but maybe there is only, I don't know, 2,000 or maximum 5,000 people who want to rent apartments. There is so many apartments compared to how many people want to rent apartments. So maybe some people who bought apartments there, they wish that in a few years, Jomtien gonna be so famous and we will have a lot of tourists and it will be the jackpot for them. Their apartment gonna increase a lot of value and it will be very easy to rent, etc. And I don't think so. And I will show you the reason right now. So the reason is we have a lot of available space. So this is a construction. I have checked before and they are starting a new probably condominium here. Here I cannot check, but it's probably a construction as well. And I will put you video from my apartment, I can have a good view of what is around, and we can see there is a lot of available space. So it means if one day Jomtien become so famous, probably the constructors, they're gonna take advantage of that and they're gonna build new building because they know they can sell the new apartments. So the owner in Jomtien Beach, they will never have the power in the negotiation. They will never have the power on the market because there is too many buildings right now and too many available space. So in my opinion, it's not a good idea to buy right now in Jomtien Beach. Little break to explain you if you are interested by the property market of Thailand and you don't want to do the kind of mistakes that we are seeing in the video. I made this online course in which I explain how I bought my 15 apartment here in Chiang Mai. I have an occupancy rate of 100% and net profitability 12%. Check the description and let's come back to the video. Okay, now we're gonna go to visit the apartment, and also the most important thing, we're gonna talk about the numbers. So it's important to put numbers on the apartment, or to calculate the profitability, etc. And what I like to do is to calculate, okay, if I have buy this apartment and I keep this apartment for 10 years, how many money I would have make in 10 years. I like this because then we can compare the building A, building B, building C, etc. It's very easy to know how good the deal would have been or how bad it would have been, etc. Okay, so we're gonna visit the parking and they just turn on the light. So the parking is very small but have a few floors. But when I arrive at night, it's very hard to park the motorbike. Like I need to carry some other bike to make some space for myself because it's too small. Here for the packages Lazada. Here we have a little laundry, but it's so small. For 800 apartments, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6, 7 wash machine. So it's not enough for 800 apartments. But because the building is almost empty, it's actually enough. Here we have a space for the dogs and the pets. So this condo is animal friendly. I saw it in the condominium rules. So we have two buildings. Me, I'm living in this building. And the other one is just there. They are about 33 floors. Okay, we're gonna check the swimming pool. Pool and gym. Which floor is it? I have no idea. Okay, let's try 6. See, it's pet friendly. Bathroom, is it clean? Yeah, it seems to be clean. And little sauna, but I don't know if it's working. Oh yeah, it seems to be working. Okay, so little garden, not very nice because there is no sun protection. So in the daytime we cannot come here, it's too hot. And the swimming pool. So the swimming pool is common for the two buildings, this one and this one, and there is nobody. So it gives some element also to understand that the building is almost empty. Even 10 years after construction, it's still empty. Yeah, so the pool is not so bad, it's okay. Huge. Oh, it's not that clean. Huh? You can get mushroom if you swim here. Okay, I'm gonna show you the gym, then we go to my apartment and we talk about numbers. So here is the gym. So there is nobody because the building is almost empty. Oh, I talk too fast. There is one person. 3 persons now. Whoa, very crowded. Huh? They are going to the swimming pool. Okay, so the gym, we have a machine to run, and they seem to be in good condition. We have this for squat, but there is no weight. And the weights that we have are this one. Oh yeah, but this one, this weight, we cannot use for here. So the gym is not really functionable, like we cannot really use it. And for the bench press, we don't have enough weight, we have only this. But it doesn't matter since nobody is in the building anyway, so. Okay, so the gym is not that bad. It's a small, like for 1,600 apartment, it's too small, but since nobody is living here, it's actually okay. Okay, let's go to my apartment and talk about numbers. Okay, so this is the common area and my apartment that you're gonna visit. Yeah, so it really looks like a ghost building. I have never seen nobody in my floor, for example, and the floor is very dirty. We cannot see right now, but it's very dusty. So I guess there is not many people living here, I mean, in this floor. Maybe I'm even alone in the floor, I'm not sure. So the apartment. So it's very small, it's a 25 square meter, and it's not a studio, it's a 1 bedroom, which me, I really don't like. If I have 25 square meter, I love a big studio. It's not very big, but a bigger studio than a very small 1 bedroom. Okay, so this is the living room area. Little table to eat, but it's very small, like to eat 2 people here. It's so small. Little fridge. I don't know if we can call that a kitchen. Like we have portative hot plates. Here we have the bathroom. Bathroom is okay, not that big, but it's working. Everything is working, and we can use it comfortably. Little sink, toilet, and Italian shower. And I guess the hot water is here. Yeah, hot water. We have one switch for the light, which is hidden there. It's not very convenient, but okay. In the living room, they don't have enough space to put a table, so I put a chair to put my things when I am in the sofa. And the bedroom. So it's very, very small. See, this area is not enough. Like when we are 2 people, it means someone have to pass here. And me, I'm very slim, but look how small is the area. I have to pass like this. Little makeup table, little storage, but not enough for long term. Like if you stay 1 year in the apartment, this is not enough. And the windows, so the windows are not really working, like we cannot lock it. It means we have a lot of noise at night. It's just a setting, but it shows that it's not very good quality, and it shows the constructor didn't really care to finish it and to make it close normally. I will try to show, I don't know if I can, but it's not double glazing, of course. Can I show it? I don't know if you're gonna see, but the windows is so thin, so I have to use earplug at night because of this road. Here it's very noisy actually. So the balcony, we have the swimming pool that we saw before. And for now, we have the sea view, but for now, because if Jomtien become very popular and the owner finally gonna get the power in the market. Actually, they will not, because the constructor gonna build new condominium. So for example, here we have a lot of space. Look at this building. It's maybe 1,000 apartments, and it uses only half of the space that we have here. So we can build a condominium, maybe 2,000 apartments here. Then we have this space here as well available. This space here, very big as well. This space here. So just in front of this condominium, we have already 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces available. That's why Jomtien will never be, in my opinion, will never be a good deal for owner. Something that I love to do is to go on the building roof. Then we can have an amazing view and we can understand better the area and also the city. But unfortunately, in this building, the door was closed, it was locked, so I was not able to go in the rooftop. Okay guys, I'm back in my apartment in Chiang Mai. So now we're gonna talk about numbers, and we're gonna see if we have buy this kind of apartment 10 years ago, how many money we would have make and how many profitability we would have make. So I made some research and I noticed some apartments were sold about 6-7 years ago for 1.8 million baht in this building. I think the constructor 14 years ago sold the apartment for about 2 million here, but I was not able to verify this information. So we're gonna say it was sold for 1.8 million, even if I think the amount was more expensive. So I have been to the juristic office of this building and I say I'm looking to buy apartment here and also to rent apartments. Then they tell me the numbers. So they have apartments for sale there for 1.4 million baht, and most of the other apartments were for sale for 1.5 million baht. The condominium fees are 20 baht per square meter. And I also tell them I want to know how much is it to rent an apartment here. So most of the time when I ask them the price to buy apartments and the price to rent apartments, they are very confused and they ask me, you want to buy or you want to rent? So I explain them I want to buy, but before knowing if it's interesting to buy here or not, I need to know also the price to rent. So they have apartments to rent out for 9,200 baht, on some other apartment for 10,000 baht. So the market price to rent apartment in this building is 9,200 baht per month, and it's with a yearly contract. I estimate if we have an apartment to rent out in this building, unfortunately, we're gonna rent out only 30% of the time. We're gonna have occupancy rate 30% and vacancy rate 70%. I estimate that because the building is almost empty, and also we can see the motorbike in the parking. There is less than 100 motorbike in a huge building with 800 apartments and have only 10 or less than 20 cars. So I estimate 30% of occupancy rate. So if we do the math, we do 10 times 12 months times 9,200 baht rent times 30% occupancy rate, and we're gonna have total income in 10 years 331,000 baht about this price. The condominium fees are gonna be 60,000 baht for the 10 years. And also, I calculate some maintenance fees, 500 baht per month. It's the maintenance fees that I calculate for all my apartments. So these fees include to change the aircon after 10 or 12 years, to change the fridge, to fix the water leak, fix the shower after 5 years, etc., etc. So the total for 10 years is gonna be about 60,000 baht. So the total after 10 years, we spend 1.8 million to buy the apartment. We sell the apartment 1.5 million. We get rental income 331,000 baht. We have 60,000 baht for condominium fees and 60,000 baht for maintenance fees. So unfortunately, after 10 years, we lose money. We lose 88,800 baht. So the profitability each year for 10 years is negative, and we lose each year 0.2% net profitability. So of course it's a bad deal, but to compare how bad is this deal, I will give you the numbers for the apartments that I have. So the apartment that I bought the longest time ago, I bought it 7-8 years ago, and I paid this apartment a bit less than 1 million baht. It was 960,000 baht, and then I do a little bit of, not renovation, but 3 years later, I add a table and a furniture, this kind of thing. I paid about 30,000 baht. So the total will be a bit less than 1 million baht for the apartment that I bought 7-8 years ago. I know that this apartment, I can sell it now for 1.7 million baht because there is each month apartment sold for this price in this building, and they are very, very similar apartments. This apartment, I can rent it out for a yearly contract for 8,000 baht monthly. Me, I'm not doing a yearly rental, I'm doing monthly rental, so my rental price is about double than that, but we need to compare the same thing, so we're gonna talk about 8,000 baht monthly rental. The apartment is rented out 100% of the time. I absolutely have zero vacancy rate, and the condominium fees are 5,500 baht per year. And we keep the same price for maintenance, 500 baht per month. The total net income gonna be 1,545,000 baht. And the net profitability every year gonna be 9.07%. So then we can compare the previous building, which was less 0.2 net profitability, and the kind of apartment that I buy, which are about 9% net profitability. Now, if you want to invest in the property market of Thailand and you want to know everything I would have loved to know before I invested here, you can check in the description. I have my little guide which explains to you everything you need to know before investing in the property market of Thailand.